Okay, for this video I'm going to be showing you pretty much the Walther PPKs. Quickly I'll just show you to load it. We got the clips here, made of plastic. All you got to do, you pull this little latch down when loading and just keep putting the BBs in there. If you need to get the BB out for whatever reason, you just pull it down and it'll fall out like that. CO2, here's a compartment right there. Make sure that this is screwed all the way down, otherwise you probably won't be able to get it in. When you're ready, put it in, make sure it's straight. Start screwing it in. When it gets tighter, probably just get ready to do a quick pull. And if you did it quick enough, you won't even lose any CO2. And then put the cover back on. And then there you go. Alright, so here we have our gun. When you're ready, you can put the clip down right here. Just slides in. To cock this, you can either pull this back, but since it's a lot easier just to pull back the hammer, I would just suggest doing that. Then when you're ready to shoot, you can take it on fire. And when you're ready to aim, just aim at your target, then pull the trigger. Easy as that. And I'll just show you some shots at our targets. So I'm going to take 15 shots with this gun, and we'll see if it shoots or hits the targets. We're at about 50 feet and there's pretty much no wind whatsoever. That's what happens when you run out of bullets. It locks in this position. As you can see, there's no bullets in the clip. Actually, I didn't show it that well, but zoom out a bit. So either until you slide that back when there's no clip in there, or if you have a clip with bullets, it's going to stay in that position. I slide it back like that. Real cool feature. Definitely helps not wasting CO2 in case you're shooting blanks or something like that and you don't feel like keeping count. And adds to realism. Start shooting in the box again. General position. Try to get just above the box. Okay, so we have our targets all set up again, and I'll fire off a couple shots, see if we can hit them. And we're waiting on another clip. And we're out. One thing I want to demonstrate is you might have heard a click and then not actually hear the gun go off. I'm going to show you what actually happens when that if it does do it. It happens at random times. Okay, right there, you can tell because this isn't sliding back very much that CO2 is starting to run low. Sometimes though in mid-shot, like right there, hold on. right there. That'll occur sometimes even when you have a lot of CO2 left. I'm not actually sure why it does that. It's not that bad since you can just pull it right back and shoot again. But when it does lock like that, it's really annoying in mid-shot. But again, it doesn't happen that often, and all you have to do is cock it right back and then it'll work again. That's really all I wanted to mention about that, in case you're wondering why I had those clicks and nothing was coming out. Okay, so we shot a few rounds off. If you could see in the video, I'm not sure if you can, but if you see the videos, that's because this gun is very low velocity. It's about 295 FPS, or feet per second. That's really no more than most airsoft guns. Not to say that this can be used for airsoft. It definitely shouldn't be used for airsoft, but it has pretty much the same velocity as an airsoft gun. Because of this, it suffers a bit in accuracy, especially if there's wind. The BBs might go erratic and fly off totally in a place you didn't expect them to even go off to. Other than that, because of that, actually I should say, you can get a lot of shots off with the CO2 canister. Just a 12 gram. It's nice and light on the CO2. I mean, won't be expending it as quick as some of the higher blowback guns like the PX4 Storm. That one would consume it a lot quicker. Another thing about this, I think because of the low FPS, and if this hammer is like this in this position, it's actually quite difficult to get this slide back when the hammer's in position. Sometimes it doesn't even go back all the way. I don't know why. Maybe that's I can't make an assessment because I haven't used, like, this is the only gun I've actually had of the Walther PPK. So to say that it's every single gun is unfair. So I'm just gonna say that it's mine. It might not happen to every other gun. I'm just gonna say though that it's mine because I have not tried any other guns outside of my own. But this could just be because it needs to be oiled up inside, because this gun does have oil in there. I mean, I've taken it apart. It's could probably use a good maintenance check. But other than that, the slide isn't too bad when the hammer's back. But if the hammer's in this position, it's quite difficult, which could be the result of it kind of not pulling the hammer back when you take a shot and there's still ammo in there. What I really like about this gun though, that is different from others, that this slide is metal, the trigger guard is metal, trigger is metal, even this hand part is metal, the handle. This isn't metal, this is just plastic, but this isn't a big deal. But the whole gun is metal, and it's actually quite heavy, just for being this small little thing, but nice and authentic seeming, and the fact that you can take it apart adds to the realism. The locking feature is really nice to have, you're not wasting CO2. And lastly, trigger pull is very, very light. Here, I'll show you. From this point right here, there's almost no resistance. Once you move it into this position, let's try to get it on camera. That's when it shoots. So there's barely even like a centimeter of a trigger pull to move the hammer back. So it's really, really light. You can shoot it off really, really quickly, or just shoot it off one at a time. Some people have modified these to shoot automatically. I don't know how. I probably wouldn't suggest actually doing that. It might break something, or I don't know, but it's not exactly natural for these to go automatic. But other than that, it's a fairly good gun. I'd definitely check it out. I definitely suggest that you keep it well maintained. Open it up maybe, at your own risk of course, but open it up if you can and keep it nice and maintained so you don't get any stick or anything like that. But yeah, definitely a good gun. I'd definitely check it out. If you're really into the blowbacks and you want something that's a little lighter on CO2 than the regulars, check this one out. Nice and cheap, and won't consume the CO2 as quickly.